What are the dark origins of arguably Oblivion's greatest painting ever? The Elder Scrolls Oblivion boasts many remarkable paintings the player will undoubtedly encounter in their travels. From the more mundane landscape art found littered throughout Cyrodiilic homesteads, to the profound, such as the quest A Brush with Death's picture the hero would physically enter and explore from within. Yet no painting is as revered by longtime fans, at least according to Reddit, than this simple picture that looks like it was scrawled by a small child. But why? Well, to answer these questions and fully appreciate why fans adore this simple scroll, we must first explore a brief history of its artist, their motivations, learning the deliciously dark reason behind the creation of the picture, best described as Dark Elf stabbing Argonian in chair.
What do you want? Is it time for torture? Ha! Do your worst. Oh.
The unlikely painter is one Modron Orion, champion of the Fighters Guild in Cyrodiil, although it should be noted, when met, he seems to be no painter at all, as his easel in his abode is empty at the beginning of the game. It seems Modron somewhat lacks inspiration. When first met at the Guild Hall in Coral, Orion displays a no-nonsense, gruff demeanor to a somewhat slow hero.
What do you want? I suppose you've come looking for duties, huh? Duties for you. Fine, I'll speak slowly so you can keep up. I want you to contact Maglir.
Maglir?
He's one of your Fighters Guild brothers, but he's defaulted on a contract. We can't allow that. Makes us all look bad.
Maglir?
Yes, Maglir. Find him. See why he defaulted. I swear, I've scraped things off the bottom of my boots that were smarter than you. Don't just stand there. Move!
As we progress through the Fighters Guild storyline, we find that the guild has been met with a recent tragedy. Under Modron's watchful eye, the guild head Valena Donton's son is slain due to a botched operation thanks to the rival Blackwood Company. The loss of her son impairs Valena's judgment and ability to lead, making her much more protective of her remaining son, Varanus Donton.
A mission? Well, of course. I'm sure we can do this. You say this came from Orion himself. Well, perhaps I should speak with Mother first.
To further exacerbate the tragedy, Orion then sends Varanus on yet another contract with a group of guild members but loses contact with them. The hero reveals that all of them died, though it is apparent that the Blackwood Company is again responsible. Orion is expelled from the guild due to Varanus' death. However, Modron stays loyal, conducting investigations on Blackwood on his own order to bring them down. During this time, the player aids a now rogue Orion by defeating the Blackwood Company in their headquarters and burning down their sacred Hist tree, which was being abused to manufacture Hist.
This? Why, it is a gift from the swamps of Argonia. Sap of the Hist. A present from my homeland. The Hist are generous to us. So generous.
Driving their non-Argonian members to psychotic delusions, making them much more vicious fighters, but also, in a horrific scene, a drugged player would then murder a village of innocents, believing them to be goblins.
There are more around. Look in the houses.
Okay, so that's all sad, but where does the Modron picture come into play? Well, during our scouting to find information on Blackwood's nefarious actions, Modron orders us to capture one Argonian Ajum Khajan.
Fine. I'll come with you. My guards are dead. You win for now.
Unfortunately for the Argonian, we're ordered by Modron to commit the war crime of torture with extreme prejudice.
Now, go tell him to sit down. If he tries to get up, I'll kill him myself. Make him sing.
Beating him mercilessly for information with Modron by our side. Ajum ends up deciding to self-slaughter rather than give up any more information.
Nothing more. I chose death. Long live the Blackwood Company.
With the ordeal ended and Blackwood destroyed,
Damn. Killed himself. Must have had some sort of magic item we didn't notice.
We take proof of their treachery to Velena Daunton, who steps down as the head of the guild, not before naming us, the player, the new guild leader.
Your first duty should be to name your second in command. I can think of no one better for this job than Modron Orion.
Heading back to Modron's modest abode, we find he's actually kept himself quite busy, and it seems full of inspiration, with a painting of the grisly torture scene proudly displayed. When questioning Modron about coming back to the guild and his painting, he remarks,
Me? Pah! I was just getting used to being retired. You can see how good my painting is getting. I'm an old man. I've done my time. Then again, someone has to keep you in line. Make sure you don't bring the guild down around our ears. I'll do it, Guildmaster.
And although some would say maybe he should have started with a scenic picture or anything other than stabbing a chair-bound lizard, I guess when push comes to shove, you gotta do what you love, and beauty really is in the eye of the beholder.
We're making progress.